Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Shawn and Lacey live right here on YouTube. It's going to be a tough go today because we're up against Big Joe Biden delivering his,
that's going to be like right now,
farewell
right?
speech. I know everybody's tuning in across the country. So lucky you, the 4 or 5 people that are jumping in today. We are giving away $600. You know what that means? We're drawing 6 names from the digital canasta. We have every single name of all of you who are a part of the adaptable entrepreneur in the digital canasta. Tonight is your opportunity to win $600 right here on Shawn and Lacey Live. 6 names. You must be present to win. All you have to do is be here and claim your prize when your name is called. Somebody's saying it's a little dark. The video's dark. Lighting's dark.
Does it look
Very
dark?
Yeah.
I don't think it looks dark. Just turn the brightness up on your computer, whoever
you think
you
that's
are.
what's going on?
Okay, it looks good to me.
Okay, there you go. All right, everybody, make sure that you're testing your chat. Let us know where you are watching from. Most of you are probably doing double duty watching us and Big Joe Biden, the big man, the big guy. Joe Biden bidding adieu to all of you, great Americans, patriots, as he leaves his post as the president of the United States. Well done, Joe. Thank you for your service. All right, well, it's time to guess tonight's producer.
Oh, it's getting easier.
It is?
Who's the producer? Who's the producer? No Notre Dame attire. I know.
They're wearing blue, head to toe.
Technically, that's those pants are gray.
They're blue. I've got on blue. Go Notre Dame. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yep.
Let's bring on our producer, the amazing producer, James Lewis. What's up, James?
What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year to everybody, 2025. It's going to be a great year. I'm glad that we're kicking things off with a lot of stuff. And yeah, I do have to agree. I think we do need to bump the lighting up just a little bit.
Really?
No, I think it's the camera. You've got to flip you guys, sometimes you tinker with the numbers, and it gets brighter. Because listen,
turn that up any higher.
I mean, not really, because this is the same way. I think you got to change
maybe because it's also
still
farther away from us.
Oh, I did. I moved the camera back farther. Could that be it, James?
Not usually. Oh, the light is further than yes.
Technically, the light's farther. Yes.
Yes.
Could be that.
100%. I mean, it's still fine.
Well, we'll have to fiddle with that later. I think right now we're gonna have to.
I'm not getting.
We're gonna have to go dark. Well,
you
guys, I can't move Dexter. I mean, he's in.
And you're not getting. I don't want anybody to get up. James, we were doing some recordings last week, so I haven't had an opportunity to debrief with you since then. But who do you have for the Monday night national championship game? Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the vaunted Ohio State Buckeyes.
I think it's going to be a great game. I think Notre Dame has the most momentum going into it. So while I think Ohio State probably has the better team, they have a lot of guys who will end up going to the NFL. Their roster is stacked, and they could just put up a lot of points whenever they want. But I just feel like the momentum is riding with Notre Dame right now. And so that's like the 12th man that you kind of have to fight if you're Ohio State. So we'll see what happens.
Boy, oh boy, will the place go crazy if we get in Notre Dame win. Unexpected.
I don't think I've ever heard
9 or 9.5 point underdog.
I don't think I've ever heard you yell more at a TV than that Notre Dame game.
What a great game.
Yeah. I'm like, he is literally yelling at the TV. Up and jumping around and yelling at the TV.
It wasn't Jeremy Hanley level yelling.
It was close. It was darn close.
Exciting game. That was an exciting game. Mm-hmm. That was very good. All right, well, we'll see what happens.
What are we talking about
James,
tonight?
what do we have for announcements?
We've got several announcements for tonight. The first being that we've got in just a couple of weeks sales revenue and profit.
Hey, everybody, listen up. Ojo, which means atención in Espanol. Ojo, everybody, attention. We had 3 seats open up for the live room. You can still join us in Naples, Florida, January 31st and February 1st. That's a Friday and a Saturday, 2 full action-packed days, sales, revenue, and profit. You can join us live, be in the room. We're sending out our workbooks here very soon, so you need to be on top of this. Grab your seat so that you can have your workbooks, be in your spots, be ready to roll for sales, revenue, profit, coming up January 31st and February 1st, live in Naples, Florida.
There's no better place to be in the winter in the U.S. than Naples.
No better
That's
place.
this is my belief. Yeah,
I agree. And
yeah.
make it to travel. I'm in a snowstorm or something going on by you. You can also still get virtual seats. All you have to do is reach out to Natalie, Natalie at adaptapreneur.com. Natalie at adaptapreneur.com. Natalie, if you're on with us, post your email in the chat. I want everybody to hit up Natalie, even if you can't make it to this. Natalie's got all kinds of you're going to see, we've got all kinds of really cool stuff. The little elves have been working hard as Q4 wrapped up in 2024. But let's not forget, the best thing is being in the room with 30 or so. No, it's not. It's 40 other amazing service-based providers, entrepreneurs doing big things. I mean, big numbers in that room. Some of you are like, some people, sometimes I say that and it's like, hey, big numbers. And so then people are like, oh, I should have been in that room. That's why you should be in that room. You want to be around somebody and you're like, dude, how are you doing $20 million a year in revenue? This is great. A lot of my bigger, higher earning clients are coming out of the woodwork. You've never seen them. Who are these people? They're coming down to Naples because they're super committed to being adaptable and growing, continuing to grow their businesses even into 2025. I'm excited. I love coaching them. If I were you, forget Shawn and Lacey. Who are these dopes? You get to be around some of our coolest and highest producing clients for 2 full days. Eat some amazing meals. And Naples has great food, be in amazing weather and an amazing environment. How can you not grow?
And I will say, I mean, again, all of the feedback from these changed events has been, I didn't know or I didn't think I would like it better, but I did. I mean, you're going to get so much work done by just getting there and sitting in those seats. And then beyond that, I think because it is fewer people, you make deeper connections, have more conversation, and we all know that's where the real work happens.
Hey, we were doing our project review call, our weekly project review call this afternoon. James himself was teaching us about, what was it, an inch wide and a mile deep. That's what SRP is all about. Yeah. You want to do fewer better things with fewer better people. Show up at SRP. What's next?
Next, almost a week from today, we have the Book Yourself Solid 5-step roadmap to getting fully book solid in 90 days.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. bookyourselfsolid.com/roadmap. bookyourselfsolid.com/roadmap. How would you like to get more new clients in Q1 of 2025 than you did all of last year? Let me show you how it's done. We're going to do 2 showings of this, but the first showing is coming up on January 23rd. It's just over a week away. You must be registered because we have limited seats in the online room. This is going to be outstanding. I'm going to be presenting you the 5-step roadmap to getting fully book solid in 90 days. Onboard more clients in the next 90 days than you did all of last year. How about that? That's the challenge. I hope to amaze you, but I can't amaze you if you don't sign up and you don't join me live for the presentation. It's going to be an extensive training, and we're also going to have time for Q&A. So bring your questions. It's super hard. We were talking today. It's so hard for people to ask questions.
Yeah.
Right? You got to have questions. I mean, if your thing is like, well, I'm just going to sit here, Shawn, snap your fingers, get me more clients in the next 90 days than I did all of last year. That's literally not how it works. We're going to give you the roadmap, but you still got to drive the car. This afternoon, I was on with one of my other coaching clients who told me, Shawn, in 2025, I love clients like this. He said, I literally just want you to tell me what to do. I'm either all in or all out. So I just need you to tell me what to do and know I'm going to execute on it. You just tell me. Get on my coaching calls. Tell me, do this, do this, do this. We don't have to be on the phone long. I'm just going to go and do what you say. Let's see what happens. I was like, oh, I know we're going to make tons of money together. That's the formula. Listen, you have to show up. bookyourselfsolid.com/roadmap. 5-step roadmap. We've given this a lot of thought. Like I said, we didn't just throw this together. Content's already prepared. We're ready to rock. Are you ready to rock? Well, maybe, but you've got to get signed up and then you can be on. We're going to do two editions, but I'm not going to tell you when the second edition is.
No.
Sign up for the first one. Sign up for the first one. If you love the first one, maybe you might want to come to the second one, because I will also say this. The 2 episodes are going to be very different. They're going to be the same constructs.
It's
the 5-step roadmap.
V1 and V2.
V2.
Yeah.
Yes. So hey, maybe
so we'll see.
Maybe we're A/B.
You don't know which one will be better.
We're putting.
Who knows?
You got to get signed up. bookyourselfsolid.com/roadmap. What's next?
Up next, we have the Book Yourself Solid
Woo!
90-day intensive. I'm super excited about this one.
Oh, dang. www.bookyourselfsolid.com/intensive. Oh, man. So we're going to give you the 5-step roadmap. Some of you are superstars and you're like, got it. Others of you, you know yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Get up, go look yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, I might need some hand holding here. Well, 90 days. Give us 90 days with you and we will fully install and implement the Book Yourself Solid system, soup to nuts, in your business in 90 days. Lacey and I, in a 90-day intensive sprint, teaching you the Book Yourself Solid system. This has a start date, February 1st. It has an end date, February, March, April. Imagine by the beginning of May 1st, you have completely installed the Book Yourself Solid system. You have onboarded more new clients in that 90-day run than you did all of last year. Where would you be then? Well, we've put together all of the content. Once again, folks, this content is all fully done, created, just sitting there in our site waiting for you. And then, of course, Lacey and I, we show up live. Not only that, we have office hours. So during the entire 90 days, we have office hours. We have morning office hours. We have midday office hours. We have evening office hours. I don't care if you're watching us from Europe, but you're not, because it's like 2 a.m. in Europe. So if you're watching us from Australia, New Zealand, if you're on the West Coast, the East Coast, or somewhere in between,
we've got you covered.
Office hours where you can show up and ask your questions along the way. So this is not just a self-directed, watch these videos. Good luck, buddy. You are going to receive the trainings. Then we're going to jump on and work with you in direct Q&A. It might be one-on-one. You show up to office like when we were in college, right?
Yep.
You show up to office hours. You got questions. We got answers. Office hours sometimes will be manned by me, sometimes by Lacey, and sometimes by Rhonda. Woo. So if you're like, I don't like you, Shawn, you're like too brass, like you come off too harsh. Okay, well, jump on with Lacey, or even with Rhonda. She'll take it easy on you. Lacey's a little bit harsher probably, but not nearly as harsh as me. But if you're like, dude, I don't have time to sit on this for 30 minutes and be pampered. Just tell me what to do. Well, then jump on my office hours. We have office hours for everybody. We are guaranteeing that we are going to get this system fully installed. Listen, for some of you that are watching that are veterans of the Shawn and Lacey world, you still haven't really applied. You're like, well, I don't even have always have something to invite people to offer figured out. I don't really know how to implement the 7 core self-promotion strategies. I'm not sure about my super simple sales formula. Well, we have all of these tools that we've created for you. And I think that if you go to www.bookyourselfsolid.com/intensive, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with our pricing on that as well. Listen, when you're trying to figure out Book Yourself Solid, we want to help you get on that road to being book solid.
Well, I think one of the important things to note here is, and I've had conversations with a lot of people, that oftentimes when we do things like this, what it does is it puts all the pieces together. So many of you have been with us for a really long time, and you've heard about one component of the Book Yourself Solid system over here, and then you heard another component over here, and another one over here, and another one over here. What this does is it creates a step-by-step roadmap from A to Z to help you implement, like Shawn said, the entire system. So some of y'all are doing great in business, but you still don't have this necessary solid foundation to scale, to bring other people in, to train appropriately, to remove yourself from your business. And you might just need this program to be installed to build that in order to do those things. So I love because it puts all the pieces together and it builds a solid foundation.
What was that, Texas? Some of y'all.
What are you talking about?
You say some of y'all are doing
I
that.
say y'all a lot. If you have not heard me say that, then I don't know. You clearly don't listen.
What else you got, James?
God.
Lacey does say y'all a lot.
I do. I don't know where I got it,
y'all.
but I say y'all a lot.
Come on, y'all.
He clearly just like tunes me out because that's definitely part of my vocabulary.
Okay, y'all's gonna want to come down to SoFi Stadium.
I don't say it like
We're gonna
that.
be having a VIP experience at SoFi, VIP mastermind, and a VIP dinner. January 21st, Los Angeles, California, SoFi. Listen, we utilize SoFi Stadium as our podcast home, the None of Your Business podcast home and studio. One of the venues we utilize, SoFi, the other at the Venetian Poker Room in Las Vegas. Los Angeles, it is your turn. You are up this January. We would love to have you come out and be a part of this mastermind. Rob Riggle, Major, who is a major, also his name's Major, not his real name's not Major, but Major, a major record producer, songwriter, worked extensively with Justin Bieber. He'll be a part of the experience. Marshall Falk, hey, where are all of you Rams fans? And before that, yep, he was with another good team. Make sure that you hit up Natalie at adaptapreneur.com. Natalie at adaptapreneur.com. She can get you all of the information that you need to be a part of this VIP podcast experience. A lot of people wondering, can we still fly there? Is it safe? Well, we've done our safety checks. By the way, our daughter lives in Los Angeles, kind of on that line between Los Angeles and
she's
Santa
been on the
Monica.
roller coaster ride of evacuation, not evacuation.
So we're super, so I mean, selfishly, we're also taking advantage to go and see our daughter and bring her some supplies, support her. She's not in danger. Everything's good. There's no issues. Knock on wood, everything's been good. And it seems like they're starting to get a handle on things. Yes. By no means are they in the clear, but they
47% contained. That's great.
Yeah, but this 53% not contained. So they got a lot of work to do. But yes, things are definitely beginning to turn a corner. And we're excited to be back out in LA. If you're in the area and you would like to come by, even if you're not in the area, I know a couple people that are flying in for the experience. Hit up Natalie at adaptapreneur.com. We would love to have you.
We got a couple of get-her dones on here, and y'all's.
I'm not
alone, just so you know.
I also don't actually know. I mean, if people know like what we teach, James dropped a surprise on us today in our meeting too. He said that we might have more podcast guests.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. This is the first time I heard
planned on. But hey, we'll get it done. We'll get her done. But also, I mean, good news for you. I have no idea who's coming, but the people that come out for our podcast are not small potatoes. They are heavy hitters. And so if you want to be around them, network with them, break bread with them at the VIP dinner. I mean, there's going to be amazing people that are going to be around next Tuesday. So I didn't even tell James. We're flying out to LA on Sunday. We're going to watch the national championship game Monday.
Of course.
Along with David Meltzer, who is an Ohio State fan. I said, I got to let you know, I'm going to be just screaming hard for Notre Dame. It'll be a ton of fun. Tuesday is the mastermind and the VIP dinner. Do not miss. People have been asking me. I'm going to have some opportunities too. I got actually some messages. One, we're going to have some Super Bowl Radio Row opportunities with us. Super Bowl week that immediately follows SRP. Also, the Masters, Augusta, Georgia, the Masters. We will be hosting a mastermind there. will be coming out at people messaging me today. Hey, what's going on with the Masters? Get your details. Just ironing out a couple final details. We'll have those coming out probably in the next 2 weeks.
We have a split crew for sure. We have some Ohio fans and some WTFs, Dave. So that means Notre Dame. So we got a little split crew here. We'll see how it goes on Monday. We'll see if I have a happy husband or an unhappy husband.
I'm gonna switch my Apple Watch face to Notre Dame.
There you
see
go.
He had the
Yes,
Ohio
I did.
State.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna switch my Apple Watch face.
There you
for
go.
the game.
So tonight, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to adapt your sales, your marketing, and your mindset.
Well, we teased it going into 2025. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is here. We have rolled up BDC and BYS, both of those groups, into one group called the Adaptable Entrepreneur. Why? Well, I've always tell people, listen, if you look at our content, you know that I've always believed that AI was a thing. But I really started to embrace it hardcore last 6 months of 2024. And I've really met some really big players in the AI space. Of course, Ted Vicky, who's a part of the group.
Ted's on here. Hi, Ted.
Absolute expert in the AI space. Really began to explore what could happen there. And diving into, we've had conversations diving into a lot of things relative to AI, people involved in all of this. And the Adaptable Entrepreneur is not about AI. But what I want people to understand is that anything that you're being taught today in sales, marketing, and even in finance, maybe today you are looking at the stock market. Maybe today you're looking at cryptocurrency. Maybe today you're being encouraged to get into real estate. Maybe today you're looking at oil and gas. You're looking for tax credits. You're looking for production tax credits, maybe whatever it is. Maybe today you're building funnels. Maybe you're being pushed into SEO or social media. It doesn't matter. 6 months from now, a lot of that will be irrelevant just because everything changes so fast. So we are involved in the healthcare space, pretty big time, pretty invested into that. And our fundamental belief, our philosophy is that the only way that the human body gets sick is when we fail to adapt to our environment, either internally or externally. Things change in our environment. Right. For example, in Los Angeles, there's a fire. Now there's all this ash and smoke, and you were even talking about the chemicals from the burning buildings. There's all this stuff, and you have to be able to adapt to that. Otherwise, you're going to get sick. You're going to have symptoms. We lived this through, the pandemic. The virus is in the air. How come some people are testing positive and other people aren't? Is it like a selective virus? No. Some people were able to adapt and some people weren't. Well, if we translate that, look, the environment in your business is constantly changing. New AI tools come out. They're making graphics. They're making videos. Should we do a cartoon? Should we build a funnel? Should we have AI build my website? Should I hire the AI agency? Like all of these things, and they're constantly changing. And your business's health is determined entirely on your ability to adapt to your business environment, both external and internal. Well, what's internal? Hiring. Should I have virtual people? I saw this whole AI suite of people you could hire. They weren't people, but they're AI. But you could have an AI marketer, an AI salesperson, an AI copywriter, an AI. So just why don't you replace all of your real people with AI staff, right? All of this stuff is just constantly changing. And I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying that you have to be cognizant of your environment, both external and internal, and be able to adapt. So what we're shifting to is a message of keeping you up to date. And listen, those veterans know that we're really good at keeping people up to date. If we want to put our finger on the pulse of what's going on in real estate, we have the Rolodex to do so. If we want to figure out what's going on in politics, a lot of people are like, yeah, duh, obviously we have the Rolodex to do so. If we want to figure out what's going on in marketing, that's what we've been doing. A lot of people, I feel like we're really, really, really close to our full circle moment. That's what we've been doing for the past several years, is getting ourselves into a position where we can help you to be able to adapt, not teach you just from one lane. Listen, there's a lot of sales trainers that are teaching the same sales scripts, the same sales formulas, the same sales strategies that they've been teaching for the last 10 years. Well, that's like you taking an aspirin a day. That might have been good, a thought process or a part of the thought movement 10 years ago. Now we're beginning to question some of these things. That might be like you using that old food pyramid, which was based entirely on eating tons of sugar and carbohydrates. The ability to adapt is more critical today on January 15th, 2025 than ever before in the history of business. Ever before. What about automations? What about robots, self-driving cars, all of these things? How is that going to affect you? What does that do? What about the economy? Now Trump's coming in. What's going on? Oh, did they end the war in Israel? All of these things. This affects your ability to do business. You can put your head in your sand if you want, folks. But I'm telling you, if you fail to adapt, your business will become
here. I want to add one more component of this, because I think it's really important to be aware it's not just the adaptation that's necessary in order for you to be successful and not be in a state of dis-ease in your business, in your health, etc. But it's also the swiftness in which you adapt. You have to adapt quickly. You can't have prolonged adaptation, because if it takes you a long time to adapt, sometimes it could be too late, right? And so I also think that that's really important here. Part of what we want to do this year is to teach you how to adapt quicker. Because some of you are like, no, I do know how to pivot. I do know how to change. I do pay attention. I do make shifts in my business. But the question is, are you making them quick enough? And what I have been realizing about what's happening, you and I just had this discussion with like AI and how quickly technology is advancing. Like literally every day you wake up and it's moving faster. So what does that mean? That means that you have to move faster too. And so it may not be about adding a bunch of new stuff this year. It may be it may be strengthening your ability to adapt quicker. I think that's what we're all about this year, is teaching you how to adapt quicker as well as the adaptation in itself.
I want to shout out our CPA. I'm not giving their name, but we had an all-day meeting with our CPA. Because CPA services us and our philosophy of we want to adapt quicker. We had an all-day meeting on adapting our finances. We just did a teaching in the Adaptable Entrepreneur. If you are in the Adaptable Entrepreneur, make sure that you have access to the brand new community.
Everywhere. Such good content.
Talking about adapting your finances. Because we practice what we preach, we're in an all-day meeting with our CPA, adapting our finances. But you make an interesting point. It's also very key that you have to be able to adapt quicker. Interesting thing. Make it this great analogy, because if you want to be able to do anything quick, do you have to be heavy or light? If you want your car to be quick, do we have a 6-ton truck, or do we use carbon fiber? So you also have to be, in order to adapt, you have to be lean, light, and be able to pivot and move on a dime. We've been adapting our business for the past 6 months. Again, a lot of people love to read the tea leaves and guess and speculate. We're very transparent. Like, we are entering, in fact, I was telling our account today, we're entering into a 4-year run. Again, very transparent. We've said this before, but we are entering into a 4-year run where I know we're going to just absolutely make hay. It's just going to be an amazing 4-year period. It's going to be an absolute amazing 4-year period for all of our executive partners or high-end clients. But in order for it to be that, they're going to have to be able to turn and pivot quickly. They're going to have to adapt quickly from one thing to the next, and go this way and then go that way and then go this way. Not because that's what you have to do, but because that's what the world is doing. The environment is changing so fast from one day to the next that you have to be able to accommodate the way people buy. Are we going to be back into this thought process of accepting cryptocurrency as a currency? Is that what we're doing? We had a client meeting yesterday where they were like, my online, I sometimes get asked, why are you in this currency? I was like, you can be in any currency you want. You could be in yen I don't care. You put it in whatever currency you want. Make it Bitcoin. Just tell everybody, then just pay me in Bitcoin, right? Because then we won't have that issue, whether it's pesos or dollars or pounds or lira. It doesn't matter. You can be in whatever you want, but maybe that's going to change to a point where you can't. Maybe you have to be accepting on the blockchain. What about health records? Maybe that's going to force you into making changes. Should you be taking insurance? Maybe there's going to be changes there. Should you not be taking insurance? If you've taken insurance and you're going to not take insurance, should you move that quickly? Well, every one of these are adaptations to keep you on the plus side. We had a great conversation
today in the Grow Mastermind. Somebody asked and said, I have found a AI program that can literally replace my virtual assistant and do the work a lot faster. Ooh. And I'm struggling with, do I keep a person on or do I actually lean into AI? And I don't know how to make a decision around that for my business. That's the kind of thing that we're talking about. There's going to be so much opportunity, and obviously we don't want to get rid of our human resource, but there's going to be so much opportunity and so many new things that are coming out. Ted Vicky just posted that ChatGPT just launched the ability for the program to do tasks. So you can program it to do tasks like send you an email on all of the, financial or economic changes that happen in the world overnight into your inbox, and you can have that in your inbox every single morning. So technology is changing, and opportunity is going to be endless. The question is can you pivot fast enough to make good decisions about your business and respond to this external environment and these changes, right? But number one, I think the most important thing is you have to be aware that those things are out there in the first place. If you're not aware of what's happening in the external environment, you can't respond to it. That's what we're here for.
I just want to say too, for me personally, I'm not saying, I don't even know for you. For me personally, I, as a business strategy, do not look to replace people with AI.
No.
What I would have said in that scenario, and I wasn't there, but I would say, well, I wonder if we gave your real human person access to this tool that you found, if together they might even be able to be 3 times faster.
Well, my response was, if we utilize that to replace the tasks that person is doing, can we train them on higher level tasks to take off your plate, to give you more time to make money? Yeah.
Same thing.
So again, you don't want to get rid of the human resource,
AI,
but you want to use it to make you amplify and make you more effective and efficient.
Yeah. You're now outpacing the competition, or you could just sit down and not adapt and be like, oh, it's not a thing. Or you could be sitting there literally right now thinking like, well, how could I leverage AI? And it's not just ChatGPT, although that's probably like the most commonly known one. How can I utilize AI to make me more effective and more efficient? I'll give you one more thing that we've been studying. Probably, I think my guess is that by the end of the year, Google will no longer be the #1 search engine. Now that's a little bit not true, because I believe that it will be placed by ChatGPT, which still's them, but no longer Google.com.
Right.
Google.com. I think that what you're going to see. So now, right there, everybody watching, listen. This is why you've got to get plugged into what we're doing at Adaptable Entrepreneur, because all of your SEO dollars, all of your social media dollars, is ChatGPT going to give you preference in ranking, in mention, in pulling you up, and making that recommendation when users are asking ChatGPT who is the best fill in the blank, whatever it is, the best coach, the best chiropractor, the best physical therapist, who's the best dentist in Naples. They're going to go to AI, ChatGPT, and ask that, and they're going to start using ChatGPT as a search engine for advice, for recommendations. What's the best restaurant for seafood in Naples? And now the question is like, oh, shoot, what do I need to do in order to be appearing there? Because yes, you've already mastered the whole website and SEO and the rankings and all of that, but that's about to come to a screeching halt. And my prediction is within the year, in the year 2025, ChatGPT will overtake Google.com as the #1 source for search engine. How do YouTube, same thing. How do I fix my microwave? Find me instruction, give me videos, give me a step-by-step. The light's not coming on. They will go now to their assistant in ChatGPT and look for that. And most of you, when I talk about how quickly you can fall off the map because you guys are not paying attention, then all of a sudden, bang, you become irrelevant because you allowed technology to sweep right over you. Not because you weren't using it, but because you weren't relevant to the technology. Should we get some money going?
Let's get some money rolling.
Money flows, energy flows. It's time to pick a winner. We're drawing six names.
6 names. Let's make some hay, y'all.
James, you're gonna have to announce the names.
People were making fun of you because you were making fun of me. I said y'all, and you said let's make hay like a farmer. Silence. I love y'all. We got all these great people on here. We got Skip and Jack and Lisa and Brooke and Blue Ridge Paul. Of course he's on. And Aaron, everybody's on tonight. James Taylor's on. Everybody's here. Patty. Hello, everybody. Let's see. We're drawing names. Let's draw some
6 names. If we don't find a winner, it goes to 700.
Alika, Rhonda, Natalie,
next month.
Carrie.
How about a $700 Valentine's special?
Leonard.
Before we get to the canasta, there's one last announcement, which is the Crew 52 members.
Yeah, put that up.
There we go.
Big one.
Rich Whitman, Julie Bronze, and Thomas Dickert.
All right, guys. See those 3 QR codes? You got to hit those up. This is big time stuff. Crew 52. First of all, we're modifying Crew 52. We're going to do something super special in 2025. Had some conversation with Natalie. We're going to go to Crew 12.
Yeah.
Right, because we're doing Shawn and Lacey live.
Yep. 12
once a month, 12 times. And the idea was amazing. Great idea. The idea when we were doing this weekly was we're going to feature somebody every week, and we featured them on Shawn and Lacey Live. But what we're going to do is we're going to get 12 people. You're not going to just like raise your hand. You're going to have to be like the loyalists, the fans, the super fans. We're going to make sure that you're plugged in, that you're doing the stuff. And then we're going to make sure that we really, really get you some marketing push. Anything that our brand can do to help you, we are going to do that. But right now, what we want to focus in here, listen, Rich, hit that first QR.
Yeah, Blue Owl coffee. Yum, yum.
Who doesn't love coffee other than me? We had a whole conversation today about
Shawn
coffee.
Does not like. He doesn't even like the smell of coffee.
You love coffee. Get all over that first QR code. Give you some time to hit that. Get plugged in. Blue Owl Coffee. Also, too, Julie Bronze, amazing coach, but also been leading up this amazing experience to her home,
Denmark,
country,
homeland. I mean, and it's amazing. I mean, I think she's already got this. She's putting on her second trip, and I think it's almost full.
I think it was full, but you hit that QR code. Hit that QR code. You might still be able to sneak in on that. And you want to get on the wait list or just on the list because Julie does amazing things.
A crazy, amazing trip.
Thomas Dickert, he's making a comeback, folks. I just saw him in New York. He took a little time to like put his ducks in a row. Now he's back and his ducks are in a row and he's got his awesome podcast. We'd love for you to get plugged in. Listen, podcasts are the way. Listen, that's the same thing. Some of you are like, well, I don't have a podcast. Well, you're not adapting very well. So adapt your podcast. Adapt your podcast as part of your marketing. We can help you to do that. Adapt your podcast, but hit up Thomas Dickert and his podcast.
And just a reminder as we round out Crew 52, James, you can bring us back. Rhonda took the concept, I think a couple other people took the concept of Crew 52 and did it straight into her community.
Local 52.
Local 52.
Love it.
And it went really, really well. And the people loved it. It created more community. They lifted each other up. So take that Crew 52 concept and bring it locally. I mean, people loved it. And I think it brings a lot of connection and collaboration in a way that you may not have seen before. So just a reminder.
In case people are out of the loop. I know that you and Mike Merck, I don't know if he's on tonight, but you and Mike were at Felipe's today. Promoting Felipe's for the List Naples. The List Naples continues to go. You just got to be consistent and disciplined, and then it will pay off. I know that you and Mike, you have a lot of fans, a lot of people that begin to recognize, getting tons of traction in the Naples community with the List Naples.
That's right.
All right, Jamesy, 6 names.
All right.
$600, a little more than a half a rack.
A little more than a half a rack. Here we go. All right.
You can't see the name, James. Yell it out.
Stephen Shin.
Stephen Shin.
What James is going to say.
He's going to say Shin Lim.
Yes. Shin Lim.
Hey, James Lewis met Shin Lim.
I know. Yeah, he
at
was
one of our.
He was in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you never know who you're going to see at our podcast. I think that
James Taylor said alliterations are always fake.
Stephen Shin Lim. Nelly was at that event too.
Yep.
He was.
James, did you meet Nelly?
I did not meet Nelly.
You just saw him.
Just saw him, but I will give credit to Jeannie Helms. She snuck in a picture like she was an assassin. It was like, I know exactly where the target is. And it was right as he was coming out to leave, like bodyguards and everything, but she got that picture. And I was like,
there
wow.
you go.
That was a teachable moment right there.
Teachable moment. Know what you want and get it. All right. Well, if you want $600, you got to set your mind onto the digital canasta and see if you can manipulate old Matt Musgrave's randomizer, atomizer. Name number 2.
Mark is on. Hand squeeze margarita.
There you go. All right. We have Cassidy Bones.
Oh,
Cassidy Bones.
congratulations,
Cassidy
Cassidy. I know Cassidy's got to be on.
Okay,
She's
y'all
a
know that name is
hardcore
real.
Cassidy
real-
Bones.
I don't know that her name has ever been told.
No, I don't know.
Ah.
Cassidy
I
Bones.
don't remember.
All right, we
Oh,
got some
Cass.
seconds.
Oh, Cass. She's got some people on here that know her. I don't know if they can text
No,
her
they can't.
fast
It's
enough.
not-
That's not
it's
fair. Y'all can't do that.
Can't text Cassidy.
First
You
poll.
can tell her that she
Cassidy's
won, but
first
then
poll.
didn't win.
I know.
Oh, bummer.
No. Cass.
Go.
All
See,
right.
we saw Kat Frazier's name. See, I know they're in there.
I know I can't see it because
we
everything's
can't
so
see
small.
it. So small. It's too
So-
far away. Sean moved the camera back, and now
No,
we're
that was
like
the whole idea. No,
blind
but
old
I usually
people.
I usually make that screen bigger, and I didn't. So I just messed up.
Yeah.
We can see almost
Terry
the whole screen.
McCoskey gave us a hey y'all.
Hey y'all,
Y'all come back now. You hear?
get her done with number 3, James.
Let's go. Number 3.
Here we go. Here we Liz Morin.
Oh, Liz Morin and
Okay.
the Keys, the Florida Keys.
That is the Florida Keys.
She
Oh.
is the big patriot of the chiropractic world. Liz Morin, no mask wearing, proud American, chiropractic champion.
$600 winner.
Won $600. Congratulations, Liz. All you
Oh,
got
we're
to
only
do
halfway there.
is swing by and pick up your
Yeah.
prize. You only
See,
have
saw
5
Trevor
more
Gibson's names.
seconds.
Everybody's seeing everybody's names.
Yeah,
So
everybody's
just
names.
so you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
The amazing Lish keeps the digital canasta in check.
Nice and clean. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Name number 4.
Here we go. Ooh, Nick Mueller.
Nick
Mueller. Is he here? Oh,
See?
he may be here. Nick is a regular at live events. He'll
Yep.
be at SRP. Will you reach out to Natalie if you want to be like Nick? Nick's a winner. Nick, you're a winner in our
Take your
book.
pick.
On.
$600.
All you got to do is claim your $600. Big
See,
day.
Jen
for
Troy
Nick.
saying Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick, you got this, my
I'm
friend.
telling you, we have
Big
a lot
car guy, car advocate, loves Lacey's car.
He does love my
Cool.
car. Yes, I love my car.
Dang. Okay.
No, Nick.
James, look at you. You're on a streak. We're going for name number 5.
Number 5.
Name
Everybody
number
knows
5. This is like a revolver. One of these is gonna hit. Chris Peterson. Oh my
Chris
goodness.
Peterson,
Oh, I
Atlanta,
haven't seen
Georgia
Chris in a
boy.
while.
What's up? Is he in Atlanta?
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
I think so.
Atlanta, Georgia
He's right
boy,
outside of Atlanta.
Chris Peterson. He's out there measuring the lengths of your arms, getting all of that right, getting you all fixed up and aligned. And his amazing mother, Marilyn.
See,
Peterson.
Mike knows Chris Peterson.
Chiropractic mother-son duo. Everybody knows Chris Peterson.
Cervical.
Chris,
Fun.
you're a winner in our books, but
Chris
you're
has been
just
on
not getting the
Lots
$600.
of trips with us.
Been on lots of trips with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is it. Boy, there's a lot of tension. This is almost
number-
huge.
Is this number
This-
6?
This is
No.
number 6.
Here's
Oh
number
my
6.
gosh. Why did that go by so fast?
This is Mitch Jeter,
Oh.
Monday night, 48-yard game-winning field goal. It all comes down to
Why
this.
do we always have to
James.
use sports analogies?
Okay, so this is that one lady. That's being sued by the other actor in the movie that you always tell me
Blake
about?
Lively.
Blake. This is Blake
Oh.
Lively
Justin Baldoni.
in court, about to receive the verdict from the judge. James, this is it.
This is it.
Who
Who's
is gonna win?
Here we go. I love that one. Ooh, now Naomi Quinn.
Naomi Quinn.
Naomi Quinn.
Naomi Quinn, you to
Naomi
win.
Quinn. She's
Or-
a lovely, fine young woman. Naomi Quinn. I've never met Naomi.
I haven't met Naomi.
I have wonderful things to say about her. Mostly that she is a winner. She's a winner in all of our books. She's
600
won $600.
If Naomi doesn't claim this,
we're
we're going to $700. Like the
Going
pot is
700.
big next month. What would you do with $700? I'm just curious.
What would you do with $700 in the month of February? You use it on Valentine's Day. I don't know what day we're
It'll
rocking
be
up.
past Valentine's Day.
Will we be
though.
past Valentine's Day?
We will be. Yeah, we will be. But, you know,
Dr.
late.
Quinn was big in the 90s. That's very true.
Medicine
Skip.
woman?
Yeah, Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Oh, yeah,
True.
She is a medicine
That's
woman.
right. I love it.
Okay, so we're going to be past Valentine's Day, but you have your chance to win $700. February. It'll be huge.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Super Bowl, between now and then, the national championship will be decided. The Super Bowl will have gone to who, James?
The Philadelphia Eagles. And no, I'm not biased.
No chance there.
Listen. All right.
I think we're looking at the Buffalo Bills this year.
Someone's saying the Lions. Oh, a lot of people saying the Lions.
Could be Bills and Lions.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, it could be Lions. Lions are due too. Either one of those teams. So we'll decide the Super Bowl. I hope that we don't go back to Las Vegas before we come back live so that we can give you an opportunity to get in on that. That's going to be amazing. We've got office hours filming in Las Vegas in March. So maybe we'll be going back to LA in February. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's going to be up to probably you.
Yeah. But before we go, I do think just to tie it all together.
Okay, you bring it home.
I'm going to bring it home because I want to make sure that people didn't miss our message tonight about adaptation, because I think it is really important. And we're really, really passionate about this idea and this concept. So over the course of the next month, I mean, you really got to ask yourself and audit, do I need to work on my adaptation muscle? Do I need to get that working a little bit quicker? And if so, what do I need to do that? And that's why we have the Adaptable Entrepreneur. That's why we're putting out those podcasts.
SRP.
That's why we're doing SRP.
You get around adaptable
That's why we're
people.
doing the lives. You've got to start committing to things that will essentially enhance your adaptation muscle so you can get quicker, you can respond faster, and you can be more successful.
I'm going after chiropractors
Adaptation.
too. So I'm calling all y'all out that you are going to on Thursday, you're going to tell all of your patients about adaptation, and yet you yourself and your business refuse to adapt. That's a big, giant inconsistency, incongruency. You're not being congruent. That is one of the major blockages, one of the major interferences to your success. You've got to live a life of congruency. If you're going to clear your body of adaptation, you also need to clear your business of adaptation. And I've never seen anybody just mope their way along to adaptation. You hate it when your patients are mopey. Don't be mopey too.
Be adaptable.
See you guys in February. Shawn and Lacey live, $700. See ya.